Alright, we are back with Bad Ideas Guy 2, and whilst the last session we had of this was fairly long, it feels like we accomplished very little. It was all because we were desperately trying to subjugate the Portuguese. We did succeed, but they're only with us on tender hooks. They're off in the New World, and whilst part of me was thinking, hey, it'd be good if these guys colonised a lot for me, now I'm kind of hoping that they don't, so that... hang on. Okay, well, they are colonising. Sucks to be me. In any case, I have got them as my subject after a very hard journey of trying to find where they were. And now we resume, although I am caged in by aggressive expansion pretty hard here. There's room for maneuver, but you don't have to do a lot in Italy to make everybody hate you. Even my friend Milan understands that. We have a lot of Diplo relations, frankly too many, and it's going to get a lot worse when we fill out our ideas. We still have Bohemia, Milan, Savoy, and Castile as our allies. God, I'm glad to have a couple of big players on my side. And of course with our one subject that makes 5 out of 4. Like I said, that's going to be a bigger problem when we get to Hawaiian good luck symbol, which oddly enough is going to halve the amount of Diplo relations that we can have. As a recap, our ideas give us 20% more expensive core creation cost and 10% more expensive ideas, along with 15% less morale, 15% fewer goods produced, 50% more expensive institutions, and we're soon to get 10% more expensive technology. The real kicker's right here. Best Korea ensures no one can leave, so we're going to have -5 colonists, pretty much negating the entire exploration idea set, but not quite. When we get through that, yes, we have the Hawaiian good luck symbol. If we manage to get through all of it, we get 80% culture conversion cost reduction, along with a little bit of admin efficiency. And it's up to you guys to choose the idea set. Last time you showed your patrician tastes in choosing the espionage idea group. I can't wait to construct spy networks 50% faster actually. Not bad. Can't wait for that better embargo efficiency either. Okay, so what can we even do here? Well, we have always been starved on diplomats, and I can't wait to get another one. We're in the HRE, so we can't upgrade our government rank, even if we had the development to do so. So, that's not very nice. What can we do, though? Well, what we can do is do something about this. We have been excommunicated constantly ever since the Pope broke our alliance. Must have been something to do with us taking this land when he wanted to join up his own land, so that was a shame. Where'd you put all those positive points, Jake? We just didn't get positive points. I forget what this nation cost me, but it wasn't a whole lot. We even started with 3 development over in Better Pyongyang. We bulked it up at no shortage of expense for ourselves, and then the Ottomans came and ate it from us, so that wasn't nice at all. Gotta take espionage to ensure the success of the run, Jake. It's worked 100% of the time so far. How often have we taken espionage, I wonder? Still, what are we doing now? Well, we're hemorrhaging everything, but I forget why I was putting a claim on Hungary. I think I just wanted the ability to declare war on them when I wanted, probably to feed Bohemia further. In fact, we're in a good position to do that to them. However, I sense other opportunities, so I'm going to bring you back. You're my only spare diplomat, because the other guy's busy working for Portugal. I've been thinking about this situation. Lucca hates Tuscany and is eating Tuscany. Tuscany hates Lucca, but is busy getting eaten because they were allied with Provence, who is being consumed by Savoy. I have a cunning plan. I want the Papal States dead. I want them very dead. Because of everything they've done to me. However, I can't one-shot them because they cost 112 to take out. So let's take an alternative approach. Lucca would want to be my ally if only they didn't have such garbage opinion of me. So we can work on that. Wouldn't have to if we weren't bloody excommunicated, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And Tuscany would ally us. I mean, not quite, but they're close to that. I think I'm in with a good shot if I make a good alliance with Lucca and consume the Papal States with them. If I can bring Tuscany in as well, that's all the better. And of course I can bring in Mantua, because I've got some pretty good favours with them. I forget why my trust is low. Oh, I tell you, those favours are going to disappear if I don't join their offensive wars. Why did I say I wouldn't join their offensive wars? Was it something to do with this war? But that's a war that Savoy started. I'm sure I understood what I was doing at the time. I'm sure. Why is it bad that Portugal's making colonies, Jake? Because every development costs me 8 dip to integrate. And these are expensive colonies. So if he makes one colony here, that's 80 dip down the drain. If he took Guadeloupe, that's another 80. If he took that, that's another 80. Granted, it's islands I get, but at a huge cost when I could just wrestle them off of somebody later. We shall see, shan't we? In any case, with that diplomat coming home, I think I'm going to improve my relations with our good friend, the Lucky Lucans. Naples, they made a claim on me, didn't they? Syracusae. Not happening, you lost those cores long ago. So here's what my thinking comes in. Ally Lucca. Lucca wants that land off of the Pope. And you want land off the Pope as well. So maybe I can make something of this. Hopefully Lucca chews you down to size so that you won't be eligible rivals anymore, although I wouldn't bank on that. The development's so high around here. We'll see what comes of it though. Might be a tough one to get both of them in. Still, I don't need your opinion to be through the roof to get you in on this. I would love a free diplomat so I can see what the situation is with declaring wars. I'd also love the papal armies to get ravaged by those reformed zealots. That is amusing to me. Greatly amusing. What if you gave Lisboa to Portugal, Jake? It's their historical capital, so they should be forced to relocate, right? Not really seeing the benefit in that for me, since I full cored the damn thing. I'd have to pay a lot for it. Okay, so Lucca has... oh my, Lucca has gobbled that off of you pretty fast. I wonder if that means Lucca wouldn't want much of this land. Gave them a fair chunk of aggressive expansion. Well, my main thing is that I don't want you to rival Tuscany anymore, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Well, we'll see what comes of it. That would make them get colonial nations in the New World that you would take over when annexing. Not when they only have 3 provinces here. So it seems like a pretty lose-lose on that one. Well, I might get more on the Diplo points here if they were able to make colonies, but I don't know if they'll do that or not. Trials again, eh? I mean, I'm re-electing this guy that I have now, so let's just say goodbye to monarch points. Right, unfortunately for me, Lucca remains Tuscany's rival, so I'm unlikely to get Tuscany as a friend. Oh, well, they love me, so yeah, I'd be able to get both of them as a friend, I rather think. Nice. And then I'm going to use the both of them to curb stomp the Papal State. Seems like a plan. Seems like a pretty good plan. I wonder if it'll work. There's another consideration, and that is that the Papal States are looking a bit reformed. Itihasa is saying, where's this glorious nation's capital? Well, I'm telling you that it's not over here. I don't know what this fake, not Pyongyang is. This is not a prosperous Korea. Look at their land. It's all connected to each other. In order to have real influence over the world, you got to stick your fingers into many pies. And that's why our Korea remains the even better Korea. I can do a lot of things that would make a lot of people hate me, so I'm not going to do that. Missionary strength seems useful when I eventually start converting. Tolerance of heretics does not really. Although, okay, let's be honest, that one's not going anywhere that fast. Alright, so I can get that alliance with you now. But do I want to do this straight away? Let's pull you back for a moment and consider our options here. So if I fought you... oh, Milan would come in for a laugh. I wonder if Milan wants some of this land. It's not impossible to throw some over to Mr. Milano, but doesn't seem worth my time. There are a lot of me. There's a lot of those rebels, though. But these 2 guys plus me should be enough to take care of Pope Boy. I'm not scared of Gelra. Alright, so if I get Lucca as an ally, and Tuscany as an ally, I can just bum rush the Pope. Maybe. We'll see how it works out. So that's one ally, and you don't mind so much. Let's make it 2. Oh, hell yes. The main reason I'm doing this rather than eating it up all myself is aggressive expansion. I'm not through the roof with the aggressive expansion, but it's certainly high enough that I don't want to poke the bear that is France. What is staying papist really doing for you, Jake? Keeping allies, keeping me away from religious turmoil. That pretty much covers it, to be honest. So it seems like you're stuck in this war with Provence and Frankfurt, I think it said. Looks like that war is just about over, and when it does, Savoy will be done there, and then... Tuscany have a truce with the Papal States? Wish I'd paid attention to that. Goes on until 47. You don't have a truce with the Pope, do you? Okay. I just assumed that Tuscany had not been slogging it out with the Pope. That makes you a particularly not useful ally to have. That just makes it me and Lucca against you. Okay, didn't catch that one, did I? Oh, now my alliance with you is on real tender hooks, because I allied your rival. Okay, well... guess I'm breaking that alliance pretty fast, since it's not doing me any favors, and in fact, I kind of want to subjugate Tuscany the way this is going. So, fare thee well, Tuscany. It was very nice knowing you. That should keep my alliance with that, my relations with you pretty good. So, Lucca, you would be destabilized in relation with the Pope. Why? No military access going there, but... Huh. Oddly enough, that idea doesn't hold water. Why you gotta be like that? Hang on, Lucca's still in this other war, right? Maybe when the war finishes, they'll reassess how much they want that papal land, and then everything will go my way. Everything's destined to go my way, you know? Oh, this is kind of good if the Pope kills the rebels for us, because the Pope's going to be minced. Yeah, nice. Also, goodbye to you. Alright, let's face it, you've won that war, Savoy. Time to make your peace. It's a hell of a battle Pope they've got going for them, though. Alright, looks like Lucca's about to convert, though. Speaking of people that converted, Naples did as well. It's getting real reformed down here in Italy. With a bit of luck, that's just going to reduce the aggressive expansion I get from taking lands, but there are other problems with that. Huh. But hold on, looks like you're about to convert. If that one changes to reformed, then you might convert away from the Papal States, and then I'll be able to ravage them further. See, my plan was working all along. Naples just broke up with Castile for whatever reason. They still have France, but why would they break up with Castile? Not sure at all. Jake, is the end game plan to channel trade from everywhere into the Genoese node akin to last time? Is that what I did last time? I mean, in the end I need to make loads of money, but I'm in a good place to go for the Sevilla node, which is a lot safer to expand into than Genoa. Either way, though, I'm not thinking too much about the end game. I'm still thinking pretty highly about survival. Thinking about it, I don't like these guys that much, but I'll lose my excommunicated thing with them. Well, perhaps we should just keep those relations going well for now. But I think when this converts, which is going to be very soon, just a few months from now, they'll probably fall out big time with the Pope, and then I'll be able to make them attack them. Haha, my brilliant plan just gets more brilliant as time goes on. Also, I have rebels wanting to pop up in Treviso. I don't like the sound of that. And I'm drowning in money, so I'll set up my fort there. Portugal's a junior partner, they're a vassal. I also want to dedicate today's stream to my Sennheiser HD 515s. They've been with me ever since I started streaming, and just recently the right earpiece has dissolved. It's actually crumbling away. I'm still using them. I had to... Goodbye money. Si Wang fleas, not on my watch. I ordered some replacement pads for them. Hopefully they work. They were third party, but it just feels like an end of an era for those. Like I said, had them from the very first stream. Tape it up, Jake. The critical thing about these is that they're so comfy. Alright, so that's reformed, but you're not converting. But I wonder if that was enough to make you guys fall out. Well, it is. Alright, that's kind of good. So, I don't know why you fell out over that, but sure. Now Lucca will want that land. I could bring in Milan. Would that do me any favors? I have a good amount of favors with Milan, and I do want this land here. But there's a risk in giving them land on the other side of Hesse, because as we learnt here, the AI really, really wants to connect their land up. So, not convinced on the merits of that right now. Where are your troops? Who can spot the Lucan army? No, seriously, where are your troops? They have 11,000 hiding somewhere. Am I this dense? Well, I mean, I can take on Pope Boy myself with my own units. That I don't think will be a problem. But my main thing is that I want to feed my friend Lucca. But that's not all of it. Naples, tell me about your relationship with the Pope. In 3 years, your truce runs out with them. The Pope is not going to have any willing friends by the end of this. The Pope's also guaranteeing Tuscany. That's interesting to me. Not that he'd do anything about it. Okay. Well, I know the Pope has no army, we just saw it getting beaten up, so I will call you in anyway and just go for it. If Gelra attack, then we will respond. This is for Urbino. Let's go for it. You guys just gotta do what you gotta do. So... as long as we send a 16 stat... Hang on, I handled that poorly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Wild Goose is... well, Master of Sieging, so they should be able to take this down. Gelra Honored, but we knew that. Gelra bring in 6, 10... 10,000. Even though my army is pathetic, we can handle that. Oh, I do not need Austria disliking me, but it's only 30. I don't want to lose stability. Stability is so expensive for me. I guess we'll just eat that. But I will boost up those relations because I need them. Alright, the whole point of this is to get you ravaged. It's a hilly area, but I should be able to kill you anyway. Portuguese truce is over, so I have to make sure that they never get disloyal to me, or else they're going to find some support. Oh, my troops are so rubbish. It's painful. Alright. They're running there. I doubt they'll last, but I'll back them up just in case. Yeah, there we go. Grand. But where the heck are the Lucans? They're going to get a whole lot for nothing out of this. Get a new cardinal. Make Portugal hate me? I think not. Get me that spy. Savoy would be interested in this war. Savoy doesn't want any land. Milan does want the land, but I'm not really sure I want to call them in on this. Could even promise them land, but like I said, it's very risky to do that to them. Too damn risky. Age bonuses, I mean, not great. I don't have any of them right now. I think I'd want the coastal barrage one first and foremost, because it's not taking... Yeah, it's still not taking a war score. That's the limiting factor for things here. It's a shame I didn't have some kind of fictional culture, because then I would have the culture group 1 done already. We get our 10s to 1s, as we always do, and that's the end of you. And that's all she wrote. I guess we can do some looting around here, but otherwise things are looking good. In fact, I actually have a fleet enough, finally, to take on the Pope, so we can get this siege done even faster. Ah, finally, the Lucans have arrived. Ah, Christ. You go home as well. How many times am I going to underestimate your fleet? So, what about those Gelras, huh? They're going to go down? If I make them not allied with Pope anymore, then that might really make Naples want to fight. We're going to have time on our side, so I think I'll go for that. Now, if I got my boats back out here, I suspect Lucca would help me out with that, but not about to go in 100% on that. Okay, you're up there. Portugal still love me, and they will continue to love me forever. That's good. This is not so good, however. Implication, whilst I'm excommunicated, is probably not the best, because my prestige is tanking hard. Paying off their debt's not great either, neither is developing in their lands, but I guess we just go for the placation. At least I lose my prestige a bit slower. Lucca's off to siege Gelra for you. Good. No, they're not. I mean, do we even have access to get up there? How far can we get? If I had access through France, which I can, then maybe they will. So, hop to it, please. I'm sure someone will hop to someone. You know what, that seems alright. Why don't we just go for it? Are you guys still doing what I told you to do, which is search for those cities? Please do. Otherwise you're just costing me money, and I could do without people that cost me money. Question regarding the Octoberland. I can't answer any of those because this is not Paradox's event. It's the greatest Lan who's sorting that out. I say that because I can't actually pronounce what I meant to say for that. Regardless, I'll speak to them about it. Alright, thanks, lucky looking guys, but this is costing me when it comes to Diplo. And I would like to mince Gelra, like really mince Gelra. They got money for me. They have quite a bit of money for me, and I could tell them to break up with Pope Boy. Main reason I do that is that I so want Naples to attack. I would be so happy if Naples attacked the Pope. You have no idea. Also, Lucca are giving me a 1112 general. Good for sieging, not much else. Ottomans are gunning down Poland. This could be good. Poland are too strong for their own good here, and they pose a credible threat to Bohemia. This also brings in Denmark with both unions, and England with uselessness. So, who will win? Nobody seems to be boasting Tech 12 except for the filthy... well, no, both of the filthy guys. Okay, well... impressive. I like that the Ottomans had the balls to declare that war, but damn is that a war. Well, good luck to them. Like I said, they need to stir things up over there for me and secure the safety of my good ally, Bohemia. This siege won't last long, surely. Like I said, stability is very expensive for me, but away it goes. Actually, where we are right now, it's relatively not too expensive, so I'm going to pump that up. If we can defeat Gelra, this is all the better. Sadly, his capital's over there. Also, I'm just going to get rid of that mill access because it's costing me an arm and a leg. France are still friendly to me, as are Austria. I will ally neither. I will also rival neither. Slip of the tongue there. Portugal will be integrated, and it won't even take that long. 57 is the expected date. I don't remember it costing 968 though, so they must be colonizing. Yeah, they're colonizing again. So I'm going to take them less than 10 years to do that. I'd say 8 years and that'll be done. Damn them. Speaking of damning people, there's Gelra. Castile's opinion goes down? I think not. I'd rather get the unrest in Porto. Lost in mind and space. Literally nothing happens the event. Oh, I managed to find one of the places. Oh, hey, Treviso! Finally popped. Now, I think Gelra is going to win that one, but this is a nice opportunity to go and mince Gelra. Depends how much Gelra wins by, that's not a sure thing. Well, it's not like he really reinforces from there, so I'll just leave them to it. Okay, even following this, I don't trust my own units to take care of Gelra from that. Unfortunately, it speeds up the... well, I think it speeds up the siege a bit. It's okay though, one of Gelra's forts will be down, then I'll try to take out the other. Well, his capital fort I think would be better than the other fort. And then if Naples just pulls up their briefs and declares war on the Pope, man, then it's all over for the Papal State. The question is, what am I going to do? Taking Rome itself is a pretty nice one, but I don't know what Naples will want from them if they attack. And that's a big if. I am counting on them attacking. Czech rebels are trash as his units. Yes, they are. This Poland war might be your chance to regain your lost land. That's significantly unlikely. Even if the Ottomans were getting trashed, I would declare war, they'd peace out, and then they would send the full might of their entire nation against me. And then I would cry, because I wouldn't really... Oh, France! France controls the Holy See! For the love of God, France, lift my excommunication. I don't ask for much, and I don't ask often, but please do that for me. I'm not begging.